Let's say you're talking to a user to understand their problems and to validate your idea. What might be the wrong way to do it? Let's see.
Right? What if there was an app called PyPiper that could tell you to a statistical degree of certainty whether you were going to heaven or hell? Very interested, somewhat interested, not interested. Which one? Which one? Which one?
What was the problem here? In this clip from Silicon Valley, Jared, instead of doing user research, he was pitching the idea and asking the users, will you be interested? Now, we will see what is the right way to talk to users and validate your assumptions. There are four parts to user interviews, starting from the introduction, asking open-ended questions, and then drilling down on specifics and the willingness to pay questions. I'm also going to reveal two light bulb moments which might change your perception of talking to users. Let's get started. So, you have identified your potential users and set up a meeting. First, introduce yourself, your company, and what is this meeting about. Then, ask for their consent to record the conversation. Before diving into the discovery questions, ask about their family, work, hobbies, etc. Getting your users to talk about themselves will make them feel good due to the dopamine secretion in their brains. Most people like to talk about themselves. What is the difference between problem and a solution? While talking to the users, avoid asking about the problems or the pain points about the product they are using. Like, never ask for what problems do you face while booking a cab. As users ourselves, we cannot really understand our actions sometimes. So instead, ask about how they are solving the problem presently. Ask which product they use, what features they use, and why they use it. You may ask, which app do you use for booking a cab? The answer from the user can be Uber. The point here is you have to talk about the solution space to understand the problem space. And by the way, this is the first light bulb. So you have to avoid asking, do you like this? Or any other yes, no, closed end questions. All the questions should be open ended and neutral questions. Since we are talking about how they are using Uber, start with a general question like, can you tell me about the last time you booked a cab using Uber? Also, ask which steps they took to book a cab and the events which happened next. Listen to what they are doing and how they are doing. This helps user to get into the mindset to answer deeper questions which come later. Now the users have warmed up. Time to drill down. One way to do that is to ask them to show how they are using the product. Ask them to show and ask more specific questions starting with why. Why is the most powerful question in user delivery and in product development. You may ask, why did you text the driver if he was ready to take the trip? The other list of possible questions are given in the slide. Please pause to read them. Now, the second light bulb, and by far the easiest way to validate your idea, even before building anything, is by asking the users their willingness to pay. Having the willingness to pay talk early with your users is mind blowing and beneficial in many ways. It not only acts as a guide to pricing your product, but this WTP talk also gives a basic product market fit validation for your assumptions. You will get to know whether you can monetize your product. If they are willing to pay, then it means you can monetize your product. If the users are not willing to pay, then it means you're not solving a real problem. The other benefit is that it helps in prioritization. You can know what features matter the most and you can build them first. Let's see how to ask willingness to pay questions to the users. Now, to do this, be ready with a list of features written down or have a product demo video. Example feature can be like share your cab location with friends. Show and explain the features to the users and ask them What do you think is the reasonable price you would pay for this list of features? Then ask, what is the expensive price for this list of features? The users can even say they won't be paying for this product. Whatever the answer is, drill down deep and understand why they say that. The reasonable price is the price you can charge for growth, and the expensive price is the price you can charge if you want to maximize profitability. You can also ask willingness to pay for each separate feature. So, whichever feature has the highest willingness to pay is the most important feature and can be the core value of your product. Again, this also helps you prioritize what to build first. Hope you found this video helpful. This is sign off from Shad. Thank you.